Hi, 大家好，我是凯西。As some of you already know, I am pregnant. I'm now into my second trimester, and since announcing that I am pregnant, I've started getting a lot of advice from people about things that I should do and that I shouldn't do. Number one is that eating peanuts or dairy can cause your baby to be allergic to them. So this one has been proved wrong. Apparently allergies tend to run in families, so if a pregnant woman has an allergy, her baby might be more likely to have it, but not because she's eating certain things. Okay, the next one is also related to food, and it is if you eat strawberries, your baby will be born with a red birthmark. Obviously, this one is completely wrong. You can eat strawberries when you're pregnant, it's fine. But in English, there is a birthmark named after strawberries, so maybe that name is the reason behind this myth. The next one is if you have heartburn, it's because your baby has a lot of hair. I think this one is actually a really common one in the West, and there have been studies that have tried to link this, but there's no conclusive evidence that it's true. Heartburn is just super common in pregnancy. I actually had really bad heartburn for a while too, and when I asked my doctor about it, she told me that the foods that you eat really affect that as well. So she suggested that I avoid fried foods and soda, things like that, and that's helped me. So I guess hormones and foods are more likely to affect it than how much hair is on your fetus's head. Another old wives' tale from the West is that you shouldn't stretch your arms above your head because it can cause the umbilical cord to strangle your baby. That sounds pretty scary, but don't worry, it's not true. I'm guessing this one has something to do with not wanting pregnant women to exert themselves too much. If you're stretching your arms above your head, you might be doing things like hanging up the laundry to dry or something like that. And I mean, if it gets me out of doing a chore, that would be great. But honestly, it's good to exercise while you're pregnant, as long as you don't do anything too crazy. All right, the last pregnancy myth on my list is that cats smother or suck the breath out of babies. Obviously, it's not true that cats suck the breath out of babies. Some people think it might come from when people were looking for an explanation for SIDS. So back in the day, people had no idea about this issue. So basically, they decided to blame it on cats. And this kind of makes sense because a long time ago in Western culture, cats were often associated with witches and evil. So it's not too crazy to think that they might blame cats for bad things like this. Nowadays, people still worry about cats sometimes being around sleeping babies because they worry that the cat might accidentally smother the baby. Maybe they think the baby smells good because it has the scent of milk, or they just like being around the warmth of a baby. This actually isn't a common problem at all, but people usually try to err on the side of caution. Most of you guys know that we have 2 cats, and I'm not worried about them being around me or the baby, but I probably wouldn't let them into the crib just in case. I think as long as you use common sense, there's no reason to worry about it. All right, that's it for this video. Leave a comment below letting me know what you think of the superstitions that I mentioned or any other ones that you know of.